Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're keeping safe and well, and hope you have a smashing day. On today's show, I've got Liam from the Bayern View. How are you doing, mate?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
And what else are we going to be talking about other than Harry Kane? Big news coming out earlier today from many reliable journalists and sources that Harry Kane to Bayern Munich is on personal terms have been agreed. Bayern put in a laughable bid of £70 million earlier. And we've got the one and only Liam on today from the Bayern View. Go check out his channel, by the way, to give his thoughts on the deal. So, Liam, what are your thoughts on Harry Kane to Bayern? First off, do you think it will happen?
To be honest with you, knowing the main guy upstairs at your club, no, I don't think it's going to happen.
You know
To
only
be
too well.
honest, yeah, 100%. I've seen what happened with the Man City situation and all of that, and like you obviously come on my channel just a minute ago from recording this, and make sure to check that video out as well because you definitely had some good points on there. But yeah, I don't see it happening. I think a lot of Bayern fans on social media are getting way too giddy about this. And yeah, the main man upstairs is not gonna let this happen. I don't think, personally.
No, I completely agree with you, mate. From a Spurs fan's perspective, sorry, I can't speak. We only
It's
know
fine.
too well about Manuel Levy. And like I say, 2 years ago, Harry Kane set to go to Manchester City. Harry Kane was really pushing for that move. This summer, he's not even pushing. So I personally can't see it happening. But look, how would Harry Kane fit into that Bayern Munich system if he was to go and join Thomas Tuchel's boys?
To be perfectly honest with you, I generally think he would fit Bayern Munich like a glove. If I'm honest, obviously he can score with me being English. A lot of your viewers probably going to be like, wait, an English Bayern fan? Yes. I'll quickly tell you, Iron Robben is what got me into Bayern. And then we'll carry on with the video. But I think he fit us like a glove, if I'm being honest. Obviously, he can score with both feet, could score with his head, can create also. And then obviously he's got the likes of Kimmich around him. If he was to join Kimmich around him, Musiala, and that's just to name a couple. So I think he'd be brilliant. And just one more thing, sorry, overtaking your video. Another thing, another thing would be obviously the Premier League is a very tough league. It's very it's very aggressive, if you want to say, where the Bundesliga is more. It's not necessarily obviously there's more better players for in the Prem, but it's like less. I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but like strong, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. No, I understand what you mean. I completely understand what you mean. I mean, some players fit into it, some players don't. I mean, look at Mane, unbelievable at Liverpool, and he joined you guys. I mean, what's happened with him?
Yeah, to be honest with you, on my channel, and the community that we've got on the Bayern View fan channel, we just have to have a joke about it because he's always offside for some reason. Obviously he had a bad injury. Don't get it twisted. He had a bad injury, but to be honest with you, we have this joke that we got his twin brother and we didn't actually get the real Sadio Mane because when we seen Fabrizio talking about it, Pellegrino talking about it, all of these big journalists and football correspondents talking about it, we're like, wait, Sadio Mane, what, the one that was up for a Ballon d'Or? Like, yes, let's go for him. And yeah, he literally fell off a cliff. Let's just put it that way.
It's mad how that's happened. Could you see that? Could you see a possibility that could happen with Harry Kane, or do you just think he'd come to the Bundesliga and steam it like he has done in the Prem?
Yeah, to be honest with you, with the caliber, obviously, me being an Englishman, I obviously watch him for England. I watch him play with like Jude Bellingham and so on. I would be gobsmacked. I'll be gobsmacked, number one, for him to join in itself, like we've already said. But also just, yeah, I'll be gobsmacked if he was to flop. The caliber of player that he is, yeah, no, I think yeah, I'd be gobsmacked. I think he's just going to come straight in. If he comes in, he's going to come straight in and just obliterate everyone, to
Smash.
be perfectly honest. Yeah.
No, fair play. And look, if he was to join you guys, I completely agree with you. I think Kane would smash it in any league he goes to. The guy's an absolutely world class player. What sort of bid do you think that would be, or what sort of bid do you think would be accepted by Bayern Munich if, or sorry, not by Bayern Munich, or yeah, by Bayern Munich for Harry Kane? Do you think 80 million could work, 90 million?
It's a hard one. Obviously, I mentioned it earlier in your video, but obviously me and you did a stream on my channel. We obviously spoke about certain things, but I generally think like money is money, right? We could offer you 100 million and you might take it, you might not. For the caliber of player, you know, I think that's probably with the how long he's got on his contract and all of that, I think that's probably a good deal, my personal opinion. But at the same time, I don't know why Bayern. I think at the moment with the deal that went, the bid that went in today, I generally think they were just trying to test the waters to see if you would just jump to it and accept. I'm guessing that they've never met Daniel Levy because that was a stupid bid to even put in. To be perfectly honest with you,
I agree.
But for me personally, I don't know why swap deal. You know, we've got so many players. Sabitzer, I obviously know Sabitzer, and it would have to be a big amount because Sabitzer isn't that player. But like Sadio Mane, he is on big wages. That's the only problem. But maybe
What about
Sadio
Delict?
Mane and some money.
Would you be willing to do a player plus cash deal for Delict?
No. You can't take him. He's been our best player other than Joshua Kimmich. So no, you can't take him.
No, that's fair enough. And it's interesting to ask you this, by the way, as well. As a Spurs fan myself, I'm very ENIC out. I don't like the ownership we currently have. From a Bayern fan's perspective, what are your thoughts on Daniel Levy? Do you sort of see him the same way as us Spurs fans do, with this tight-ass, stingy knobhead? Or do you view him differently as a very good businessman?
So straight away, he is a tight ass, without a doubt. Like there's no butter and no, you can't deny it. I think he is a good businessman, but I think there's too many of these businessmen in football these days. They're trying to make it into the NFL with all these sponsorship deals and all of this crap, if you want to say, where it should be just about the game, the thing that we actually love, you know, the thing we watch the players play and so on. But yeah, no, I do agree. He is a great businessman, but there's too many of them around, and it should just be about the football for me.
No, I completely agree with you. As Spurs fans, we always seem to say he's a very good businessman, but that doesn't matter if your football knowledge isn't good enough. And the amount of big targets we've missed out on in the past because of this guy, because of this chairman letting us down, it's unbelievably frustrating. And look, I want to ask you this question. You asked me the same thing about how does it feel to support Tottenham Hotspur on your stream, and I replied by quite difficult. It is quite difficult. How does it feel to support Bayern Munich? Because from a Spurs fan perspective, it seems like the dream. You seem to be winning the league year in, year out. And what's shocking as a Spurs fan is I've seen a lot of Bayern fans get very angry this season. It's like, hang on a second. You've won the league. As a Spurs fan, I'd snap your arm off for the league, honestly. But look, how does it feel to be a Bayern Munich fan? And what are many Bayern Munich fans getting frustrated about this season? Because it seems to me like you've won the league. You should be chuffed with that.
Yeah, no, 100%. From your perspective and from Tottenham's perspective, without being disrespectful, I get you 100%. The thing with it is, yes, we've won it 11 times, which is nuts to say. We've won it 11 times in a row. Yeah, but you know, 33 times in total. But like, it's just, I think the thing is we've got, because we have had the legends of Iron Robben, Ribéry, Gerd Müller, just to name a couple. We've got, Lewandowski being in there as well, even though let's not talk about him. But I think we've just got such a high standard of just, you know, depleting everyone, to be perfectly honest with you. And I think it is generally the standards. And to be honest, and obviously I can't speak for every Bayern fan, but from my personal view, like, we had something good going with Julian Nagelsmann. Don't get it twisted. He's not Pep Guardiola. It's not this tiki-taka football. It's not this beautiful football at times. But he was doing something. We were undefeated in the Champions League. We knocked out a team that had Neymar. Actually, I don't think Neymar was it. I think he was injured. But yeah, a PSG team that had Mbappe and had Messi in it. we were doing really, really good. We weren't doing too good in the league. The draws were going mad. He was experimenting a little bit. He was trying. Our normal formation, I believe, is a 4-2-3-1 is the normal formation that Bayern play, and he was trying to play a 5 at the back system, a 3 at the back system. Kind of in the middle of that. And then out of nowhere, he goes on a skiing trip. When it goes to the international break, and he's sacked, and then we got Tuchel, and the rest is history.
Mad from a non-Bayern fan's perspective, because you're looking at it and it's like, I don't know the ins and outs, or the ins or outs. Maybe it was something to do with the ownership, but from the outside looking in, you're going, hang on a second, this guy's won 8 out of 8 games in the Champions League, has beaten PSG and made it look easy, made it look piss easy, beating a team that has Mbappe, Messi, and Neymar in it. Beating teams like Barcelona in the group stages as well, destroying them like you seem to always do. I can understand it from a Spurs fan's perspective, but look, you've got Thomas Tuchel now. He seems to be the man taking you into next season. What are your thoughts on him, and do you think him and Harry Kane could develop a very good relationship, just like Pochettino and Kane did?
Yeah, I'll start with the last bit of your question first. I do think we could get the best out of him. I'm not saying that obviously you haven't, because he scored a ridiculous amount of goals for you. There's a reason he's going for that Shearer record. But I think Thomas Tuchel, there's a reason Thomas Tuchel wants him. I know, back to the other question, a lot of Bayern fans want him out because he's bringing too many EPL players over, too many Premier League players over. Why not just buy in our own league? You know what I mean? Jude Bellingham went for a small price. He should have gone for a lot more. So that would be that. I think he definitely could get get good out of him. I can't speak either now. Get good out of him. For me though, no, I want Tuchel out. I never wanted him. The appointment of him was a disgrace, to be perfectly honest with you. Yes, he won us the league. Give props where props, credit where credit is due. He did win us the league because he did bring Jamal Musiala on, and then Jamal went and got the goal, and then we won the league. And obviously, but to be fair, Dortmund did slip up. If Dortmund won that game, we would have lost the league. So
you did get lucky.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, I agree. But the only problem with it is it was a great title race because we had Thomas Tuchel. Otherwise, we should have been flying. Generally, we should have been flying.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, look, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on talking about Harry Kane. It's been a pleasure listening to an actual Bayern fan's perspective on the potential deal. Speaking to Spurs fans all day, and it's great as well. I love the Tottenham Hotspur fan community, but talking to an actual Bayern fan when it is Bayern that are the club bidding for Harry Kane. But the final question I do want to ask you before we wrap this up, do you think that Bayern will sign Harry Kane?
At this moment, right this second, no. Like I said in this video, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed, is no. At this moment, no. But I think eventually, if we can get, like I said, a player in there as well to make it more lucrative, as well as the money, then yes.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Look, we'll see what happens with this transfer saga. I wish Bayern all the best of the luck next season, but I don't wish you any luck in getting Harry Kane. I'm sorry. I want to keep H. But look, it's been a pleasure having you on, Liam. Guys, go subscribe to the Bayern View. I've just come from a live stream on there. Brilliant live stream, brilliant chat, brilliant channel all round. Go subscribe, check out his videos. They're absolutely wicked. It's been a pleasure. Take care of yourselves. All the best. Smash that like button and subscribe button. And like I say, go check out the Bayern View. And as always, come on, you Spurs. Big up to Bayern next season as well. Best of luck. Hopefully you don't have Kane, Enoch and Levy out, and in Big Ange, we trust.